of a second opinion consultation at another IVF clinic, which is only 10 minutes from the house, and it's one that I just keep hearing for months and months and months on the radio, so I was like, I have nothing to lose. And their website said that they give a free second opinion consultation as long as you bring all your medical records. And we met with a doctor, and he was only looking at a few of the medical records before he was like, I want to do a transvaginal ultrasound. And I looked at him and said, well, I wasn't ready for that, but I guess so. So we did the transvaginal ultrasound. Matt was in there. They turned off the lights, and Matt was able to see everything, but it was a little bit painful. He was kind of rough with that stick, whatever it is. I don't know what it's called, but it was kind of rough with it. It was every so often he's like, oh, I'm having a hard time seeing your ovaries. He was a little rough. But either way, obviously that was fast, but he brought us back to his consultation room and said what we already knew, which is that we have unexplained infertility. And he was like, oh, I just wonder if you have like even a little bit of endometriosis. But I'm like, no, my doctors didn't say that I had anything. He's like, I don't think you may, but there's could be a possibility, but you don't have any symptoms. I don't think I have any endometriosis, but either way, he was saying that, there's a new study that they're doing, that they do some type of biopsy. I don't know what he was talking about, that increases the chances of fertility. But all in all, he said that it is unexplained infertility, and the best thing to do is an IUI with Femera, not Clomid, which I was a little bit surprised. He's a fan of Femera, not so much with Clomid, and pretty much said the same thing that the other doctor said, which is how it works. It's pretty much the exact same process, just a different medication, right? Yeah, the consultation was quick. There wasn't much to be said because we already knew the answer, and the only difference was Femera versus Clomid. And we went and walked over to the nurse, who made sure that she had a copy of all the records. I told her it was already emailed, so they should already have it. And they wanted me to do a genetics test, which she says it takes about 2 weeks to get the results. And she was just going over the details of the IUI, like when to call in day 1, come in on day 2 or 3 to do an ultrasound. Yay, that's the fun part. And then that's when I'll start the medication. And on day 12, I believe it is when I would ovulate or something like that, like whatever the case is. I'd have to look over all the paperwork. There's a lot of information, but it's pretty much the same thing. Like, do the ultrasounds, then start medication, then I ovulate, then Matt goes in and does provides a semen sample, or he can do it at home. They give him a cup to do it at home, and since we only live 10 minutes away, she's like, that's perfect. Like, it just needs to be within the hour. And I spoke to Matt, and he said, no, I probably just do it there, because then I would be nervous that I did something wrong, or even though we're only 10 minutes away, I didn't give it to them in time. So he's like, I don't really care. Like, I'm just gonna, if we do it, I'd just rather just do it at the office and not have to worry about anything. And pretty much they said they like to do 2 IUIs in one cycle, so it's like 2 days in a row. And I asked, the doctor didn't know pricing, but he's like, it's only a few $100s. He's like, it's not that expensive. The girl, then once I spoke to the girl, and she gave me all the details, like if I get it if my cycle starts on the weekend, like what to do, leave voicemails, like someone will call me back, like the whole spiel of like what happens if it's like my cycle starts on the Sunday or Saturday or whatever the case is, like Friday night, whatever. then they went to check out, and the lady, I asked the lady at the front or the checkout, and I asked, what's the price for an IUI? And she said each one is $409, which is like way cheaper than the other place, which was charging $1,500 to $2,000 each time. This place is $409, and that's more of what I thought it was gonna be. Everywhere online I'm seeing like anywhere between $750 to $1,000 like each cycle, and these people are like way cheaper. Which some people might say, oh, are you getting like a discount because you're not doing it right? I don't know. I'm gonna try it in 2 months. It's April right now. I'm gonna try it in June. I'm gonna try 1 cycle. So let's see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Consultation, met with a doctor, did a transvaginal ultrasound, met with the nurse. She went into detail and gave me forms with all the information about starting the IUI and getting blood work done for genetics and pricing, and then pretty much left. I mean, we were there for a while. I got there at 8:15, checked in, had to fill out whatever forms, but yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Let's see, hopefully, we get pregnant the first time around, and if, up to 3 times the IUI doesn't work, then we're gonna have to discuss other options, and that's the part that I'm not looking forward to. But either way, I will update you guys with any other things that happen, but wish us luck for the next 2 months. Bye guys.